all-time classic. Well, that's the Honda Unicorn. Launched in 2004 and it was a great hit among the riders. Well, that's mainly because the Unicorn has a special appeal. It's not a sporty bike, but there is sheer elegance with the massive tank and the overall shape of the bike. And that's why even now, Honda is still selling the Unicorn without much of a design change. Well, over the years, the engine got tweaking and right now it's the biggest change, but based on the looks, there isn't much that is altered. In fact, I feel that's a great thing because such a design is still very elegant. And right now, well, the Unicorn variant available is the BS-6 version, which is a 160cc variant. And this one, well, it's still a good option if you're looking for a classic style commuter bike. It has its flaws and all, but then if you're looking for a classic styled, adequately powerful and very comfortable bike that's not priced like crazy, well then this bike will fit in fine. Talking about the price, the Unicorn is now very expensive if we check the initial price way back, but then such is the case with two-wheelers at present. And at the time of making this video, the ex-showroom pricing is approximately 1,07,834 Indian rupees, and that price, well, it looks very high, but as I stated, such is the case with almost every two-wheelers at the moment. And with the Unicorn, well, I feel they're not going to change the Unicorn much in future because right now the customer number for the Unicorn is not like before. But still as a whole package, this bike is something I feel is a good daily driver. The BS-6 engine used is very smooth and refined and there isn't much issues that customers have reported. And this 162.7cc Fi technology engine is powerful enough to hit the 100 km/h mark and beyond if you really want. But then what this bike shines at is the relaxed riding. And for that, I think the Unicorn is still a king. Like for instance, if your use is for daily commutes anywhere from 1 km to maybe 50 kilometers, and that ride is gonna be a mixed one through cities and highways, well for that, the Unicorn will do its work in a proper way. You won't be feeling any stress or uneasiness, and this new engine's refinement surely makes the riding enjoyable. And also if you want to do occasional long rides like maybe 200 plus kilometer ride in a day, well then also you can take the Unicorn BS-6 for it. But then for these long rides, the drawbacks have to be considered because here things are not that perfect. It's mainly noticeable in the safety side, and that's because Honda focuses more on mileage and also they are somewhat hesitant to change stuff. Because this front tire, it's too thin measuring just 80 mm in thickness, and also the rear one, it's not that big because it's just measuring 100 mm. And here even though these are tubeless, I really wish the thickness and gripping could have been better. And for the brakes too, well in paper there is ABS, but the front 240 mm disc and the rear 130 mm drum is kinda like bare minimum. And the ABS part, well it's a single channel ABS thing and it's equipped in the front tire. It works fine for quick stops if the speed is somewhere between 60 km or the 70 km range, but anything beyond that, you have to be careful. And also taking tight corners should always be done in a controlled speed. So these things does make long rides safety side a weaker one, but then if you're not in a hurry and you like to enjoy your ride in a controlled manner, well then you can do it in a comfortable and enjoyable way. Because here the seating and the suspension is still good. I really like the upright seating posture, and for the suspension, I'm happy that Honda didn't do much of a change. The front telescopic and the rear monoshock suspension is still good. It still takes the stress in a proper manner, so even through rough conditions, I do like the comfort that the Unicorn offers. And also here the halogen headlight does a fine job for night rides. And even about the mileage, it's somewhere in the 50 plus km/L range with mixed usage. So all of this is good, and that's what makes the Unicorn BS-6 still a neat option. If you're looking for a fancy bells and whistles one, well this ain't it. Because the BS-6 Unicorn at its core, it's still that old classic bike which has some chrome touches and familiar headlight and taillight design, and even the massive metal tank's fuel capacity is still 13 liters. So if you plan to buy a Unicorn BS-6 right now, well it's not gonna look flashy or tech advanced in front of other offerings, but then what you get is still a solid daily commuter bike which does its job of getting you to places in a comfortable and simple way. And if you are a person with such a priority, well then the Unicorn BS-6 is a great option for you. For me, I still love the Unicorn and I'm happy that Honda is still keeping it in its lineup. And maybe in future, who knows, well Honda might make some changes by bringing more stuff into the Unicorn, or maybe that might never happen and the Unicorn will stay like this and eventually fade out from their lineup. Until then, if you love this design and the comfort of the Unicorn, there is no need to hesitate about getting it even now. Well, that's all for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, a like is much appreciated. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel because it does help our channel a lot and you won't miss our future contents. See you again in the next one. Till then, bye and always ride safe.